There are four phases of group development in the Goonies, which is orientation, conflict, emergence, and reinforcement. Start with orientation. The four original Goonies named Mikey, Mouth, Data, and Chunk will reside in Mikey's house in order to celebrate their last day together as best friends before they were forced to move out of their hometown. After Mikey found a treasure map of the pirate One-Eye Willie in his father's attic, he convinced the other Goonies that they should go out on a mission as a group to find the treasure in order to save their homes from being turned into a golf course. On to conflict. Mouth can be an annoyance to the group whenever he talks and jolts around way too much. Chunk is considered a burden for the group because he either usually refuses to do tasks, lies, constantly complains about being hungry, or just sneaks off to find some food. Lastly, the group at times were on the verge of giving up about finding the treasure and questions Mikey's leadership. As for emergence, Mikey gave many encouraging speeches to the group throughout the movie on how they shouldn't give up after going so far for seeking for the treasure, as it would change their lives and save their homes. Mouth helped the group understand information from the treasure map for a better understanding by translating the entire text from Spanish to English. Data utilizes gadgets to set up traps for the Fratellis. The group made Chunk separate from the group temporarily, as he could attempt to call the police about the Fratellis' criminal activity. But near the end of the film, Chunk, with the assistance of Sloth, helped the group escape the clutches of the Fratellis near Willie's pirate ship before the entire cave collapses. Finally, with reinforcement, it's shown in the conclusion of the film when the Goonies ended up on a beach after escaping the collapsed cave, thanking each other for the contribution on fighting and keeping part of the treasure, which in turn saved their homes, growing more respect for one another after everything they've been through in their pirate adventure. One interpersonal concept that I can identify in the Goonies is the relationship of circumstance. For example, in the third act of the movie, Chunk was left tied to a chair in a room after that he had spilled the beans to Fratellis about the Goonies looking for Willie's treasure. In the very same room, Chunk was beside a chained up Fratelli brother named Sloth, who he was scared of after seeing the Fratelli's deformed face. As Chunk sees Sloth watching a cooking show on TV, he offers the Fratelli a baby root chocolate bar. But after Chunk accidentally bruised the candy at Sloth's face, the man got out of the change in rage. From there, Sloth quickly befriends Chunk and freed the Goonie after they both shared the candy with one another. Due to unfortunate circumstances and similar interests, both Chunk and Sloth worked together in order to rescue the Goonies and defeat the Fratellis, which they in fact did.